I'm Trevor Leets, and this is my lovely tidy studio, and I've been making the wicker ball for the Highland show. I've been in the village here for 20 years, and in Dumfries and Galloway for a bit longer than that. I'm really lucky to be working outside this workshop, which was the village school at one time. I've made quite a few things out here, blocking the road off, but my neighbours are all quite happy about this. So yeah, I've sort of transformed it a bit with all my willow taken over really. I've used heavy material on the bottom there just to keep the whole thing stable when it's sighted and it's not going to fall over. It makes the whole thing quite robust to be shifted, and also it will actually move on these rollers. We can sort of drag it out of this little lane here into the main road there to lift. So I've used quite heavier steel on the actual core of the structure. It just gives the whole, it enables you to make really big structures that aren't going to fall over. Willow's very versatile, but it's not got a lot of strength in it, especially with the weather, wind and all that. So this makes the whole thing really stable and enables you to put the sculpture into really nice sort of contorted positions. And it'll all get covered in willow and become quite strong. This is like just like the skeleton, so I'm going to put the muscles on it to hold it all together a bit more and tighten it all up. So a big consideration really is transportation, because it's got to be lifted by a high-ab crane onto a lorry and taken to its destination, and there's a sort of limit of 6 metres from ground level to top of the cargo. So that's all the sort of things that got to be weighed up. We're at Loch Arthur Community Farm in Beeswing, and they very generously and kindly let me plant willow in the back of the midden here, which is a great place for the willow because it kind of gets a lot of the overflow from the midden running out there and nourishes the plants. There's probably 6 or 7 varieties here, and I come and cut it every spring or really January and February. Cut it right down to the ground, and then I'll take it all back to my workshop where it's seasoned outside, stacked and seasoned outside the workshop, and then I'll sort it out to different sizes. This time of year, when the sap's kind of rising up, springtime, is a really good time to peel the willow or strip the willow. They have a big metal brake, and they pull it through this brake, and the bark sort of just peels off like a banana. Goes in 2 sort of sides to it, and that's where the Cayley dance, strip the willow, originates from, because it's got this double long line that peels off. I often used to point that out when I used to play in the Cayley band, and strip the willow is such a popular dance, I used to sort of point that out, that it's connected to what I do. So on the belted Galloway that I'm making, I've obviously got a big white stripe down the middle, and so I'm needing a lot of white willow for that. I've always been interested in doing stuff with my hands, craft work, old crafts, traditional crafts, and kind of basketry really interested me, attracted me, because you can grow all your own material, which I do still. I've got 2,000 willow trees that I plant and cut. And also it's it wasn't called sustainable in those days, but it's quite a green thing to be doing. It's very non-polluting, planting trees, so it's great for the environment. There's no big industrial side to it, apart from a bit of welding these days. It's lovely to see the ball arrived here, and it's got a lovely old oak tree as a backdrop, so I'm sure you're quite happy with that. He's travelled up quite well. It's very interesting to see it from a distance because I'm so used to seeing it so close up, and it's kind of okay. Yeah, it's got a bit of power to him, a bit of movement, so cheerio, mate.